A two-letter word. So easy to pronounce, yet so hard to say. The antonym being a three-letter word, so compelling that it does not allow you to use the former. After a long break from physical examinations, we had our annual examinations last year. I was already swamped with all my work. I was trying to keep a balance between all my subjects. I wasn't eating well. I was crying over that one math equation. I was barely getting any sleep. It was very overwhelming. During the same time, there was a program that came up for which I was offered to organize. I knew I couldn't do it. I even repeated it to myself as a mantra. No, Sarah, don't take it up. No, Sarah, don't take it up. Sarah, do not take it up. But all it took was one please for me to do it. And it was gruesome. Managing my schoolwork was backbreaking in itself, and now I just made it worse. That's why you, mi amigos, should learn the art of saying no. I've come across many people who struggle with saying no, even myself. Me standing here talking about this would be considered hypocrisy. But as they say, practice what you preach, so this might just be my excuse. People who struggle with saying no, or people pleasers as you may call them, often do this to avoid disappointing the person, avoid jeopardizing the relationship, or just trying to be nice in general. But always remember, you cannot be productive if you take on too many commitments. You simply spread yourself too thin and will not get anything done, at least not well on time. By saying yes to everything, you are self-sabotaging yourself. Believe it or not, by saying yes, you're hindering your own success. No is an essential tool to success. Oprah Winfrey, one of the most successful people in the world, has mentioned herself that it was much later in life when she learned to say no. Even Warren Buffett has quoted himself that the difference between successful people and really successful people is that the really successful people say no to almost everything. Make no a part of your toolbox. Now, I've come across far too many people who consider saying no being rude. I'm sorry, it has got nothing to do with being rude. Saying no can and in fact should be done politely. Again, when it comes to being polite about saying no, doesn't mean you apologize. A common way to start is, I'm sorry but I can't take this up. I'm sorry but I may not be able to reach there on time. No, don't ever apologize. While politeness is important when you learn to say no, apologizing just makes you sound weaker. When you're saying no, make sure to be firm and unapologetic about it. Remember that it is them who have come to you with a request. You're under no obligation to say yes. Know how valuable and precious your time is. That way you'll think twice and actually think whether the request that has been made is worth it or not. Know your priorities. Even if you do have some extra time left in your hands, by committing yourself to a new request the way you want to spend it, think about it. The next thing that I'm going to say, I know it sounds very tiresome and cliche, but practice makes perfect. It is applicable in this context as well. As weird as it sounds, saying no as often as you can just makes you comfortable with saying it, and it'll be much easier the next time. Don't let the please get to you. Please is a very powerful word. It has the ability to persuade, or rather do I say manipulate people into doing things. But always remember that no is even more authoritative and dominant. Always say no. Now, let's just say that there's a request that has been made, but because of the time constraint, you may not be able to take it up, and it is actually profitable for you. Instead of just saying no and completely shutting them out, try to offer an alternative time frame. This way, you'll keep the door open for more possibilities and opportunities. Say, even after all of this, you're still not able to say no, there's an exceptional knack that has particularly worked for me. When you're asking yourself, do I want to say no to this, and you're stuck? Change the question, reverse it. Ask yourself, do I want to say yes to it? And remember, The yes we're talking about here is a firm, certain, decisive yes. It's not a yeah, maybe I'll do it yes. It's either a no, I don't want to do it, or a yes, I want to take it up. I'm going to repeat this again and again. Saying no isn't easy. But remember, once you master it, you'll see that you're more focused on the things that you actually want to do and less stressed in life. You do not have to feel guilty about saying no to a person. It is not rude. What you're trying to do here is just trying to manage your health, take care of your energy, your time, and your sanity. So, practice saying no as often as you can. Thank you.